When you ask somebody what are the most dangerous dinosaurs we've had on our planet, a lot of you might be pointing to the megatheropods, or carnivorous dinosaurs in general. However, some of the more dangerous ones might be the more unappealing. Paralititan, a massive titanosaur that has finally been dropped into Jurassic World Alive, and this creature has shared an environment with some of the world's deadliest creatures. Deltadromeus, Carcharodontosaurus, and Spinosaurus, just to name a few. However, how will it survive in Jurassic World Alive's environment? Find that out today as we take a look at this monster's stats, abilities, combat profile, and finally bringing a verdict at the end of the analysis to determine where this creature stands in its meta. I hope you guys enjoy this one, so stay tuned, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. This Titan looks so cool. I love the design. Lydia has been cooking with some of the designs lately. I love how it has a nice pattern along the top and mid section, and then it just has like a nice red transition down the tail. It looks great. I love it. This is probably one of my favorite legendary designs so far. However, as we take a look at its stats, Paralititan brings 7,275 health, 1,650 attack, 106 speed, 25% armor, 5% crit, and 125 critical damage. This is what you expect from a Sauropod. The attack is pretty low, so if I remember correctly, this is about 1100 or 1050 at level 26. So it's really going to be benefiting off the abilities to carry it forward, and we will take a look at that in just a moment. But I can't help but just admire that design. It looks so beautiful, and I'm so glad that we finally got a respectable Titanosaur design. So with that being said, let's head on over to Sector 2. So yeah, even though it does come with underwhelming attack, Paralititan still has abilities that can help back it up and do significant damage. First of all, we've got Instant Shielded Resilient Strike, which not only is a very cracked turn 1 ability, however, it also just buffs up your defense tremendously, and it's one of the reasons why Paralititan can screw around with so many of the creatures that it shouldn't theoretically be able to. We've also got Group Fortifying Impact, so if I remember correctly, this is found on Synsatomolog. Or Syntamoth. That one. Syntamoth, not the scrapped para unique that we'll probably never get. But, I mean, it's an okay ability. I probably would have preferred it to heal a little bit more, but it's a health tank, so at the same time, probably not. We've also got Bellowing Shielded Advantage, which is pretty good. So you cleanse all negative status effects, you break their shields, and then you give yourself a shield, and then you disarm them. So that's a pretty good defense-offensive ability that will probably come in handy for some of the chompers in the meta, or against the chompers in the meta. And then we've got Vulnerable Wounding Rampage paired with Lesser Wounding Counters. So this is going to be your bread and butter of the kit, and I can see a lot of people cycling this with like Bellowing Shielded or Instant Shielded Resilient Strike. And then the counterattack does also bump up your output significantly, as well as the wound. And it's actually, like I said, one of the reasons why this thing can screw around with some of the creatures that it theoretically shouldn't be able to. So let's take a look at what are those dinos it can mess with. So Paralititan has probably some of the most balanced matchups I think I've ever seen on a legendary build like this. So we can get into that right now. In the wins category, so this is 100%, you'll be seeing Rebirth Raptor, Panthera Blythea, Acrisaurus, Rebel, Monkeon, and Grylenkin. In the 75% range, which are creatures that can take you down to a third of your HP, but you still kill them in return, is the recently buffed Pyrasuchus, Parallax, Pierce, Concacuisaurus, and Nyctosaurus. And then in our 50% range, so these include your mind games, your draws. If the opponent crits you, you lose, or if the opponent stuns you, you lose in this instance. So in the mind games category, we've got Angel. In the draws, we've got Rebirth Rex, which I find a little bit iffy, but Rebirth Rex does have a few ways to play around Paralititan's like tricks, so it really just comes down to being careful on not taking it to the threat range, otherwise it will kill you. So do be mindful of that. However, more times than not, you should be able to confidently kill it. I say confidently in quotations. And then you've got Beclophosaurus here. In the opponent's crit range, we've got Indominus Rex. Otherwise, you should be able to win as well. And then in the stuns range, if you get stunned, of course, Shenton Rex will kill you. But again, if it doesn't happen, then you kill it. And then in the loses category, so this is 25%, these are opponents that will kill you, but you take their health down to a third or close to. You've got Doe, Nanophosaurus, and Rebirth Spinosaurus Gen 1. And then in the straight up loses category, we've got Beclolith, Titanosaur, Rexy, Spinosaurus Gen 2, Buck, and Megamimus. So this is a pretty balanced roster, I should say. So I am excited to see where Paralititan will stand in the legendary formats. We are going to get a raid for it, so I expect players to get tons of DNA and stack up for a potential hybrid. With that being said though, and with all the information gathered, let's give our verdict on this absolute behemoth. I can't help but admire Paralititan's design. It just looks so beautiful. It might genuinely be the best Sauropod design we've gotten in the game. With that being said, I'll be giving this thing a 2 out of 5 in synergy, a 3.5 out of 5 in head-to-head, 3.5 out of 5 in competitiveness, 4 out of 5 in fun. Plug and play will get a 3.5 out of 5 and a 0.5 out of 5 in the adjustment likelihood, with a boost profile of 1124, giving you 9,275 health, 2,475 attack, and 114 speed. So, with that being said, that has been the showcase for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy this one, and we've got some pretty good battles ahead. Legendary for me has always had the best results, or the most consistent ones at that. So do let me know what you think of the design. Let me know what you think of Paralititan overall as a creature. And with that being said, good luck on ladder, and enjoy the show. Yeah, I got it on my first go. Nice. Nyctosaurus. Ooh, that looks so cool. I love. Is that a little crest I see on the top of its head? Might be. Oh my god, that is such a pretty design. I love it. Why do they cook? Like, when it comes to sauropods, it's either they cook or it just looks so bad, but it has potential. There's like no in between. And Paralititan is definitely one of those creatures that I think that they absolutely cooked on design for. It just looks so beautiful. Oh my goodness. I love it. Like the colorings, like the patterns, it's got a little bit of a stripy spot pattern going on. And then like the red fade on the tail. I absolutely adore it. It looks really, really cool. Seems to be they seem to be going for the like tall Titanosaur rig is from what I'm seeing lately. Okay, so it looks like Nyctosaurus actually dies here. I'm gonna swap to Spinosaurus, see if that gives me any good results. So tonight should be our final night of the beta testing. I mean, we've been going at this for about 3 days now. It's like, what, 4 in the morning or close to 4 in the morning? It's like 3:45 right now, so we just got done filming the Coelitator videos, and I am absolutely just out of it right now. Oh my god. We're never going to do this again. Like we've got to get a new schedule going, but it's just we come back from home. Both of us come back home late, so I guess this is how it works out. Can't even talk. Oh, he's swapped out? Okay. Right into Nycto. Okay. Oh, please crit. No. Whatever. I didn't want it anyway. Is Nycto like... Nycto's still top 5. It's gotta be. Oh, he brings out his own Spino. Alright. So how do I want to proceed? I'm gonna go Megamimus. I don't really want to give him the kill, like, bonus. Not kill bonus. I just don't want to give him the kill advantage, so we're tied. I kind of want to have a lead. Plus, Nycto, you know, can always come back in, go AWD, and then you're just set. Even if you're on, like, 1 HP, it's going to do a lot of damage. Okay. So if I go for this, I need a crit to kill him. It would be great if I could. Damn it! Okay. Am I the only one that thinks, like, armor reduction coming after the attack is kind of stupid? I mean, it's dumb because this thing, like, bypasses armor and breaks shields regardless, so I think that's stupid in its own right. But disarming attacks, in my opinion, should always disarm before the attack. Is that not how this is supposed to work? Like, say you've got a creature that's got, like, 100% armor. Oh, well, oops, I'm gonna disarm you. Psych! Can't, because the disarm happens after the attack, which would have been handy later. Like I can see it being useful in some situations to, like, balance out a kid if it's incredibly OP. But, for God's sake, man, like, come on. If you're gonna disarm something, disarm it before the actual attack. Don't, like, whatever. I'm not gonna, like, argue with this game's logic. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Isn't this a mirror match? Like, if you bring both Paralititan in at, like, head-to-head, I'm pretty sure they just all die. Whatever. Yeah. Please get the win. Opa! Oh, I think you died to bleed anyway, right? Oh, shit, you resist? Yeah, another gripe I have is that sauropods apparently like, I'm telling you, this thing's gonna just end up resisting, like, its hybrid is gonna end up being immune to bleed. It's gonna be... Ooh, pierce. Okay. Do I die here? Yeah, I highly doubt it. I mean, the shield should be able to carry me through. If he crits on Piercing Thagomizer, I can definitely see him taking me out, but I like 75% shield plus... Actually, no, it already bypasses armor. 75% shield should be able to win me over. He can heal up, though, so that's my only worry. So you is it a mind games, then? Ooh, 1440 bleed, that's a lot. I should be fine. But it'll probably heal, though, no? Yeah, I don't care. Yeah. Oh, is that a new animation? Oh my god, that is so cool. Does Kentra Rex have that? No, stop. They actually went back in and animated a new animation for Pierce. That's so cool. I mean, it's got like a little bit of a visual bug, but aside from that, it looks really cool. Oh my goodness, props to you, Lydia. That's amazing.